guys, thank you so much for staying connected once again and welcome back. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, and all you have to do is scroll down and click on the red button that says subscribe. Don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you get notified each time there's a new video. Now today I am so excited. The video is going to be amazing. I have with me a very honorable guest that I can't wait for you to meet. What's it?
Hi guys, my name is Glasha. I'm Marcy's friend. We met at work. We were working for the same company, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then we both left. And today she called me. She said she's coming over to visit. And then the next thing, we're doing a YouTube video. Look at us. I was literally bombarded to do a video.
Well guys, I'm just as random as that. I have this question that I received from one of the viewers, and the question is, how and what should I consider before I start my nursing career? This person is interested, of course, to come and study in Australia. And I thought, who better than Glasha to help me do this video, guys? She has already finished her nursing school and has already been working here for over 10 years, so she has the right experience.
God, I'm so old, let me say that.
No, it's not about age. It's
no, it does feel like, when you say 10 years, it's like, wow.
It's a long time.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it makes me think, what have you been doing for 10 years? But I've been doing a lot anyway. Yeah. So good.
Good.
Yeah, so basically I came to Australia when I was 19 to do my undergrad, and this actually goes to my first point. You can do nursing for 3 years, bachelor's of
science, nursing. That's alright.
It's okay. Bachelor's of Science in Nursing for 3 years, and multiple universities in Australia offer it. So unfortunately or fortunately, if you're not able to get in for different reasons like finances or your grade, there's also another way to get in. So don't give up. If you apply for a uni and they're like, nah, you can't come in. So you can always do diploma of nursing. So diploma of nursing is pretty much you become an enrolled nurse. So that means you can still practice as a nurse. You're just like division 2. That's what they call in Kenya, right? Division 2. Yeah, so that's another option. If you can't go straight to uni, you can start via diploma and take colleges. You can do it from there.
Wow, that's so cool, because she has already covered the how. The different pathways or courses will cost differently, and the requirements are totally different. But that's story for another video. That's covered. The how is covered.
Yeah. And another thing too, I think you need to know, Australia is expensive to live, and it's something you need to know. Like, you have to make sure you have the finances, or you can get the finances. A lot of people come here without knowing how hard it is. And me, I said, the day I'll do a video, which is today for some reason, I will tell you, it's not easy. So if you're coming to Australia, just know living expenses, rent is very expensive, isn't it? Unless you want to live like out in the bundos, which is like very far from the city. Yeah. It's a bit cheaper, but and I still find university is also expensive. So that's another thing you need to consider.
Maybe we should quote roughly how much the nursing costs.
I think I'm a bit outdated because I came here 12 years ago. So obviously,
okay, you say yours, how much school fees you paid, and then I'll say mine.
I think all up I paid like $65,000 Australian dollars, because currency is key.
Per the year?
No, like like
the whole
my
course?
nursing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I paid $65,000 throughout the whole course, and that's just like uni fees. I mean, there's always like uniform, books, and we'll talk about placements, which like as a nursing student you have to go for placements. So we'll talk about that. That's a whole other area. Like, it's just So that's how much I paid, and then they do. I think the embassy requires you to have like 3 million.
3.5 million.
3.5
bank
million
statements.
Of banks, and it has to be immediate family. Like before, when us guys were coming, people would like ask your uncle, like, "Yo, can you hook me up with a bank statement?" But now your mom has to give or your dad, or your brother or sister. I think that's it.
That's it.
So it's a bit harder now to come, but if you're determined, hey,
You will
don't let
do
nobody
it.
stop you, girl.
Yeah. Because the other advantage about studying nursing in Australia is, even though it's very expensive, you do get some work hours as a student. So you can get work as a nurse aide.
Yeah, so yeah, with work, there's
kind of
bountiful amount of work
Yep.
in Australia. But the only thing I can advise you is be flexible.
Yep.
When you come to Australia, don't be like, I can't do this type of work, I can't do this. You gotta do every type of work. The good thing is they pay you well. And when they pay you well, then you can afford to pay your rent, your food. Squeezing a little holiday, nah, don't do that when you're in school. By the way, don't do that.
Do not mislead people.
I am not misleading people. That's what I say, don't do that. Like, come, pay your accommodation and whatnot and stuff like that. But yeah, when you come, be flexible with the amount of work, the type of work you can do, because a lot of the jobs are like cleaning, working, waitressing,
car wash, washing the toilets. So you just have to be very open-minded and
cleaning the elderly people.
Yeah, when you get the dollar, it's not written where and what you did for you to get the dollar.
Yeah.
So you can
be humble about that. Yeah,
you can use
just
that.
do whatever to make things work.
You can contribute towards what your parents are doing
I
for
think
you.
yeah, you guys need to have an honest conversation with your parents. I think that's also you and your parents are in it together.
Yes.
So you can help your parents pay the fees, or they can pay for it,
and then you do the rent,
they can do rent and food,
and the transport.
Yeah, so it's good to have that honest conversation, because you don't want them to also have a false belief like, don't worry, I got it, and then you come here, you are so stressed. The next thing you know, you're into drugs. The next thing you know, yeah. So yeah, talking with your family is important as to like being honest. I think that's a lot of thing I find with people. They are not honest with finances.
Yes.
Even couples, are you like honest with your finances?
Completely. Okay.
Yeah, but I feel like most people aren't. Like
not,
when it comes, even like when I was growing up, like finances was such a like, don't go there.
Yeah,
but
it
it's
was like a taboo to discuss finances. So
me, I find like we should always be open about how much like you make, because again, it just makes you, because that's how people get oppressed. Like, don't talk about your finances, talk about them. If you're getting $80 an hour, hey, power to you. Let's discuss that, so that it makes you even want to work harder and stuff like that. That's how I feel.
Yep.
But a lot of people are very hush about what they make, which
times, I think that used to be in the old days, and that's all gone now.
So this
the new age,
let's talk about money. Let's see where
it's not such a big deal.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. So the other thing that I need you to consider before you start your nursing career is your motivation. So what is driving you to study or to want to become a nurse? Because nursing comes with a lot of pressure. It's one of those very admired jobs, but then it's also a very heavy task. Look at it from the amount of time you spend in schools, all the practicals that you have to do, all the people that you have to deal with, and if you're not ready, you're going to struggle. So, and even in the version of, okay, nursing pays you a lot of money, you will never get paid enough for what you give. The service that you deliver while you're a nurse, you will never get paid enough. So you need to be prepared. Let it come from within you. Yeah, I know that's not the only motivation, but if you're not passionate about nursing, we have seen so many people start their nursing course here and then they give up.
They're like, nah, that's
not my thing. So imagine having paid about 1.5 million Kenyan shillings for one semester, and then you just can't do it. So you've left Kenya, you've come here, and then you can't cope because it's a lot. So make sure you're certain why you're going into nursing, because if that's not your calling or it's not a passionate thing that you want to pursue, I'd rather you follow your heart, come and study marketing, then you'll be good at it.
Yeah, but don't know. Okay, I'm gonna just slightly disagree with that, because like when I finished high school, I wanted to be an air hostess. Don't ask me how, girl. So nursing wasn't my passion. Like nursing was never, because even with my cousins, like if they like poop themselves, I'm like, auntie, come get your child. Like I was not that person. And then when that's the only thing you have to do. Like mom said, okay, would you want to study? I was like, yeah. My mom was, I don't know, I feel like nursing was a passion for me in the last days, because I lived with my granddad who was dying, and I helped look after him, and I got so much joy from it. Like I literally used to give him baths. So I really enjoy that. And then I thought, why? Yeah, let me do nursing. So it was never my passion. It wasn't something I was like, I'm good at it, la la la. I'll tell you a funny story. When I decided to do nursing, so I came and I got a job as a nursing aide, which is looking after the elderly people. I'm very embarrassed to say this, but
No,
it
you
actually
shouldn't.
happened.
Trust me, that's the reality on the ground.
Yeah, so
we're not here to fake it,
yeah,
guys.
so
We're going to be
basically,
real.
I've never looked after other people except my family, aka my granddad. So my first shift, this guy had opened his bowels and we had to like,
that's called poo-pooing.
yeah, we had to clean him. And I literally was gagging like, ugh, as in it was so bad. And the other girl that was working was like, just go outside. So all I can say is it's like determination, like how bad you want it.
Nothing can harden you in the process.
Yeah, so I just learned in the way coping strategies was like, okay, maybe breathe through the nose or don't breathe the mouth, and I just learned some few strategies as to how to just get on with it, because I was in Australia, I needed a job, and I'm not going back home. I just had to do it. So in saying that, so it's about determination. I feel like you don't have to be good at nursing, but if you know that's your only way out, do it.
Yeah, if it's the only way
if
out.
it's your only way out. If you come from a background where there's options, probably not, because you'll always be thinking, yeah, I can always do this, I can always do that. If you know that you don't have plan B, do it. It gets easier along the way, and then you learn strategies to cope, and you learn people who can help you along the way. So do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, and with nursing school, the only thing I can say, time and discipline. Nursing school is not hard, it's cumbersome. It is cumbersome. Like there's just like placements, which like you have theory side and then there's practical side, where you spend like every semester like 4 weeks to 6 weeks, where you're working for free in a hospital as you learn, and you're getting assessed and all these things, and that's for free. And you know, it can be hard, because
it can be hard.
You know, you need to pay bills. You know, you got your bills to pay, and you're working for someone for free.
Yeah,
slaving away. Like it's hard. So I think for me, if you're coming to do nursing, have the patience and be disciplined. It's 3 years, it goes by fast. So hang in there, boo.
Cool. I agree with you. Thank you so much for that one. So what's the other thing that you can say?
It's not hard to come to Australia. I mean, this country is very multicultural. So there's a lot of visas you can come with. And I think we should link the website.
Yep, the
Australian
Australian website.
Yeah. So basically, if you're coming to study, you'll probably be on a student visa.
Yep.
But there's lots of visa you can come with, and I don't think that's the hard part. The hard part is
money.
Yeah.
Usually the school fees.
Yeah,
I think that's the hardest.
School fees is the hard part. A lot of students really work their butts off to raise fees. I was one of them. So.
I was one of them too.
Yeah, it's not easy. I always preach this to my younger friends. The company you keep will make sure whether you finish uni or not. Like if you have shitty friends that all you do is party, drink, do drugs, honey,
gonna struggle.
It's gonna be hard. So I guess just know your circle, know your tribe. Have people who, I'm not saying don't have fun, like, but just have people who, you know, your goals are aligned, so that you guys can enjoy yourself when you get there and you graduate.
You need to consider what to expect once you become a nurse. Now we are in the working space. You know, things like, even though you've earned so much by going to uni and you have a degree, don't feel entitled because
that's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah, when you come to practice, you will be surprised that you're not only going to administer medications and you know, give injections as you were taught in uni. You're also going to be serving drinks, like this one I got from this lovely lady.
It's more like you're a waitress. I think you wear so many hats as a nurse.
Yeah.
You are
a servant,
a counselor, you
educator.
are educator, you are waitress, you are what, everything.
Toilet cleaner. You need to know, you're going to wipe urine, you're going to wipe the vomit, you're going to wipe the bum. People are going to poop. Some people even spit on you.
Yeah, I mean,
There's a lot.
There's a bit of behavior.
Yes,
that's for sure.
So be prepared for all that. Can you deal with it? Are you a people person? Because you'll be talking to patients and their families and your co-workers. Are you social? Are you easy to be approached?
Yeah,
and don't give us the attitude,
Yeah, you have to be a people's person. So you have to ask yourself, like, if someone rings the bell 10 times, like, so basically you're like, I think 40 meters nurse's station and versus the room. Someone keeps calling you 10 times. Are you still gonna go? Are you still gonna have a smile on your face? Are you still going to attend to their needs? So those are the things. Like, it's some days are hard.
Yeah, some days are tough. So the job doesn't just come with a happy zone, it also comes with a challenging times. So you need to be able to put your best foot forward, smile, like be, hi, my name is Mercy, what can I do for you? Even when inside you, you're just like,
and most of the nurses there are pretty good, I must say. We always have a smile. People introduce themselves. It's not like, I've had some horror stories in Kenya.
Yes.
I've never nursed in Kenya. I think I would be fired the next day.
No, you wouldn't. But I think the thing is with nursing now, because the reason why I also wanted Glasha to do this video with me is she has the Australian nursing experience. I have the Kenyan plus the Australian experience. I think the reason why most nurses are rude or become whatever they become in Kenya is, first, they work under so much pressure, and secondly, they are underpaid. So there's a lot of things going behind the back that you don't see, and when you come, people are aggravated. And secondly also is when you graduate, that's the attitude you find at work. Like, there's no niceness, there's no, but be the better person. If you're a nurse in Kenya and if you're working or you're studying to be a nurse in Kenya, be the better person. The change can start with you. You don't have to copy paste what everyone else is doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you're going to be very compassionate and empathetic when you're a nurse, because when people are sick, imagine someone who has cancer, they've been told they're dying in 6 months. These people are just in the end. So you're the light at their tunnel. Yeah, true. So be nice, give hope.
They always say, like, be nice to everyone. You don't know what they're battling. And to be honest, 12 years in my nursing experience, that's so true. Yeah. It doesn't have to be nice, though.
Yeah. So put yourself in the shoes of your patient and your family. How would you have wanted for someone to react to you?
And that's what kept me going. Another thing I should say, nursing in Australia, you can pretty much, these different avenues as to what, you just don't work in a hospital. You can work in aged care. You can work as an agency, so like travel nursing, where you go different places every day, and then you can work in the community, and you can work in the hospital, you can work in the medical sector, clinic. So, and in all that,
too. You can be a school nurse. There's a lot. There's a lot of options.
It doesn't get boring. That's all I can say. Nursing doesn't get boring here. You can always try different areas, and then obviously different areas pay differently. Should we talk about the pay grade? How they pay people here?
I think because this is a very beginner friendly video, we will come back. So if you have any questions and you would like any topics covered in regards to studying nursing and nursing in Australia, please do not hesitate to contact us. Using the comment section. You can also message me on Facebook and Instagram. Okay? Cool.
What else?
The other thing that we can add that I was thinking about earlier is you need to be a person who likes reading and who is self-motivated, because nursing is ongoing study.
Oh, yes. How could you forget that?
Yeah, you need to
it's actually a requirement by the
any registration board.
You have to do like 20 hours. Is it 20 hours?
Yeah, of continuous education.
Yeah. So you're always having to upskill, upgrade, and learn. And then like nursing, healthcare is constantly changing.
Exactly. So you need to keep
evidence-based care. So they're always updating stuff.
Yeah. So there's a lot that keeps changing. Like Glasha is saying, scientists are always discovering new medication. So you need to keep up.
New ways to do things.
Yeah. So if you don't like reading and you're not sure if you can put yourself through the research processes, please, maybe you might want to consider.
In conclusion, if you want to do nursing, it's a very safe career, and you can practice it pretty much anywhere in the world. So it's a safe bet.
Yeah, you would be marketed.
So for example, look at COVID right now. Like, a lot of people lost their jobs, and nurses are still working. So Yeah, it's a good career.
Yeah. Healthcare is a safe zone. It's one of those
and very
fields
marketable.
Yeah, you won't tarmac
very
a lot.
marketable. You can, if you want to move to UK, just go. If you want to move to the States, just do an NCLEX exam.
Yeah,
go.
There's usually some exam that you have to do, but after you do that, which is not the same as going back and studying the whole course, you'll always be marketable. Even if you go back to Kenya, you're still going to be able to use what you studied.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like we've covered most of the basic factors to consider before you start your nursing course or career.
Yeah. In conclusion, it was finances. Know that Australia is expensive, so you need to be on a budget.
Yep. Motivation,
what's driving you, and I think that's what will make sure you graduate, because some days are hard. As a student, I have horror stories. As in, some days were so hard, I would call and threaten my mom. I'm booking my flight, I'm coming home, like I'm done. And she would be like, no, you're doing well. Yeah, it was really tough. So again, what motivates you will make sure you graduate.
Yeah, and the other factor that you said that was very good is the circle of support that you have around you. So you need a good support system. Is it your parents, your friends? You need a good positive support system.
Yeah, maybe I was lucky. Like by the time even I knew what a house party was, I was like almost finishing. So like the distractions were less. I must say, I had very good friends around me, which I'm very, very thankful for. And some days when I'm stressed, they were just there, you know. So your circle of friends will definitely impact your nursing school.
True. And finally, the other thing that we talked about is your personal attributes and characteristic. Are you compassionate? Are you empathetic? Are you patient? Are you determined?
If you don't like talking a lot, what are you doing in nursing? Like half the time
all
you
day.
just talk like the whole day. So don't do it.
Yeah, so you need to be patient, compassionate, loving, and also if you can't work well under pressure.
Nursing is very much multitasking.
Yes.
Because let's give them a scenario at work. Like you have 5 patients you're looking after. Everyone's ringing the bell. One wants medication. One the doctor has just seen them and says put a bag of fluids. This one is
wants to go to the toilet.
So like you are multitasking.
The family is also calling on the phone.
Yeah, the family is on the phone. Like literally you're like this.
There is an ambulance calling. There's someone coming in for admission. My goodness.
Yeah, so you have admission, which is a very long process.
And someone has also been discharged, wanting to go home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to be very quick on your feet.
Yeah, and put the best foot forward even when it doesn't look like so inside. You can't have
and to be honest with nursing, I feel confidence is a big thing. Even if you're not sure, just be confident and ask questions. For me, that's how I made it. Like I used to ask questions. Like you can judge me because I look stupid, but at least I know. So I used to ask questions, and I was like sometimes I'm like shit, I don't know what I'm doing. But the way I'm confident outwards, you don't even know. Like I was just killing it. I was smashing it.
Yeah, I think every nurse.
And that's what helps. Like even when you go for job interviews, like confidence. Major key. And I should say this. It's not supposed to be easy.
No.
If it's easy, don't do it. Because how are you gonna grow? Yeah.
She likes challenges.
That's
the people
it's not gonna be easy.
Yeah.
So embrace all that, and I'm telling you, by the time you're finishing, you'll have grown so much. You'll be like, look at this fine young woman.
She made it. Thank you so much, Glasha, for coming. Thank you so much for agreeing to do the video with me. We feel so lucky and so happy.
Stop! Now I'm glad to come here. My first time doing a YouTube sit down. Never done it before. I hope I was beneficial.
Yeah. This is so useful.
Yeah.
I bet the viewers will like it. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this video useful, please comment down below.
Is that what you do? Comment in the section. What?
In the comment section
below,
So please leave your feedback in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, please do.
We got good stuff. Good.
Alright, until then.
Bye.